Hello and welcome to my demonstration of how to cheese Maliketh. I will show you what you need. What you need are, well, hang on, let me get up. What you need are one hefty rod pot, 2 freezing pots, 1 or 2, maybe more hefty fly pots, and some poison spray mist. All the rest is, oh, and you need a staff that you can use, and the Night Maiden's Mist spell. So, hang on, let me just put this on permanently. So, all the rest is optional. This is actually the first time I'm going to try the Great Jar. I don't expect it will make much difference. Also the first time trying this. I brought the bow along just to see if I could use the bleeding bolts, but it's too risky, and I think the pots are more reliable. It's just a backup that I have, just in case. Anyway, I'll jump right into it. Oh, and as a summon, I have Telu the Golem Smith +10, and then a Flask of Wondrous Physic with the bubble and the free mana. But don't use the Physic yet. We're gonna use it later with to summon the Golem for phase 2. So first, what you want to do is you run to this pillar or the other pillar, any pillar really, and you get the Maliketh stuck behind this. Then you cast a fully charged mist on either side, whichever one you like. If it's fully charged, it'll get big enough that it will easily hit him. You only have to cast about 4 of these to get him down to half health. As you can see, they do easily over 1250 damage per cast. Ooh. And he has just over 10k HP, so that's perfect. Now before you cast the cast that will bring him down to 50%, you want to top up your flask, just in case. And get ready. If the mist is in the way, you can always cast another one and the old one will disappear. Yeah. So now I'm gonna trap him again. And then I will summon the golem. And immediately also cast a mist in the direction that he's headed. That'll kill the boss. Okay, now straight away, throw the pot, lock onto him. It missed him, which is just the worst, but I'll get the freezing in on him instead. Cast the blood one. Well, I was thinking I was probably going to have to edit this. I'm just live streaming this to record. Then I'll download it and edit it. The problem is I don't have enough ingredients for another one of these pots, so I will quickly have to farm those. Terribly sorry. I think this is, yeah, this is closest to the Church of the Pod. No. Oh, right. Yeah, I know that's the way to the church. I know there's a bonfire, but I decided not to activate it in case it affects the Horn Sand questline. But this is the big issue with that. Dang it. That dash really doesn't help. Okay. What was the other item I needed? Sanguine Amaryllis. Know exactly where to get that. I think there's, yeah, there's one on the ground there. And then I'm going to a spot with 3 more. Ooh. So that's 2 extra pots. So that's rather fruit. Right in here. Oh, there's another one here. And there will be a few more. In this area. There we go. Okay. Now all we need is some fly mold, which costs 2,500 a pop, which is the fastest way to get it. 15 fly molds. Let's get a few more. Here, lasted this long. Anyway, go to our table hole. So I put this on ice just to help a little bit so that Maliketh can't hear me when he can't see me, but he can hear me. That makes sense. Oh yeah, I mean maybe two more. Guys, this is for real this time. Here's the here's the cheese thread for Maliketh. So what we're gonna do is just use one spell and some pots and one perfume. So the spell that you need is Night Maiden's Mist. You need 14 intelligence to cast it, which any class should be able to cast with a little boosting. As you can see, this is a rune level 6 sorceress. So we're using a glintstone staff, because you don't really need much power for this. Crossbow is optional, it's my backup, I'm probably not going to use it. A shield can be useful just in case, you won't really need it. Great jar, I'm gonna assume this helps, you don't really need it, I think. These talismans are also optional, but you might consider them useful, because you're probably gonna, if you're low level like me, one hit is enough to kill you, unless it's a, you know, just a scratch. So the Crucible Feather Talisman is useful. The Green Turtle Talisman is useful for extra stamina. I'm assuming the Silence is useful when Maliketh can see you. He cannot see you, but he can hear you. That will be eliminated by this. And then the Sword Seal, for this case, to wear the shield and the crossbow, but if you think you can do without, then you can swap it out. Some flasks won't be using much of either. These are the important ones. Rot pot, you need one, but if you miss, you need at least two. Freezing pots, you only need two, but as with everything, it's the only type of cracked pot that you'll be using, so you can use 10 if you want. Hefty fly pots, you need at least one. One will instantly proc bleed, but you probably want more, and because the bleed resistance is higher and maybe you miss, you'll want like 4. And then a poison spray mist. One spray mist should be enough to proc the poison, deadly poison, which does more damage than the Scarlet Rot. But it has a weird short range, and Maliketh may move out of range, so you want a few more of these. None of these pots use items that are not replenishable, so you can infinitely get more of these if you fail. Okay, oh yeah, and in my physic, I have to go back. In my physic, I'm using, I'll save it, I'll edit this. Right, so the physic with the bubble tier and the FP consumption, and also Telio the Golden Smith as the summon. He's not gonna survive the fight. His main goal is to distract Maliketh for just a bit, and also doing a bit of damage in return. We're not gonna use the physic yet, we're gonna save it for phase 2. And before I begin phase 2, you want to know when the boss reaches halfway, but there's no real indicator right on the health bar. So what you can do is your character is in the middle of the screen, right? But it's not exactly clear where the middle of your character is. But if you wear the Errant Sorcerer robe, or whatever you like, it has a medallion in the center that you can use to sort of pinpoint where the 50% will be. Anyway, now I will explain how to do this. First gonna run over here and trap him. Then just cast mist right or left. Doesn't really matter. As long as it's a fully charged mist. If it's fully charged, it has a bigger area of effect. And that way it will more easily damage Maliketh. The reason you want to do this instead of Rot Breath is because if you Rot Breath Maliketh, then as far as I know, his poison resistance will go, his Scarlet Rot resistance will go up. And this means that it'll take more rot to poison him in the second phase. Second take. Let's begin. So first, you want to run to either one of these pillars. I like this one because it's closer to where you respawn in the second half of the fight. Okay. He will easily get trapped behind this and start attacking you through the pillar, but none of it will damage you. Then you cast a fully charged Night Maiden's Mist. I cast it a bit close to me, but that doesn't matter because there's a big chance he'll come around a bit and move into it. Cast it on either side, doesn't really matter. As long as it's fully charged, it'll probably hit him. It takes about 4 casts to completely take his health down to the middle. And you just have to wait. Move towards the camera to align the medallion to know where half is. I'm assuming this will take it down. Pot up again. Yes. And now I will drink the physic and summon Telu just in time. Okay. Gonna get my pot ready, throw it, and then lock on. Throw it before you lock on because you won't have time otherwise. Then I throw 2 pots. It's okay if one of them misses. Then I throw the bleeding. Now it's a matter of time whether I can reach Maliketh and poison him. Now it's gonna be tricky. Now you have to just wait out the rot and stay close to him. When he does the AoE attack, you have to roll away. Just stay close, keep rolling to him. Will this get the kill? Last time I died just a little bit too early. He still died, but it was like in the last frame. I don't think I made it. I'll remake the pots. I get. Is there still a fog gate? There's still a fog gate, okay. Well, what I did wrong that time was I should have immediately, and I'll rectify the mistake right now, I should have immediately cast the spray mist first, before casting any ice pots, to let the poison work in more. Okay, time to remake these. Okay. One more time. Fully explained the level 6 cheese. Run to the pillar. Or I like this aggressive demonstration he gives this time. Run to safety behind the pillar. Cast a fully charged Night Maiden's Mist. Fully charged increases the range, that makes it easier to hit him. Just kite him around a bit. Kind of depends on your luck. You need about 4 casts to get him down to half HP. The 4th cast will usually bring him down to a second phase. See, he's all the way on the right side of the pillar, yet still he's getting hit by this mist on the left side. Okay, I'll cast one more time. And I chose the perfect side. I'll pot up, and then I'm gonna drink the flask when it's safe. And summon the golem right on time. Okay, first thing when the cutscene is over is to throw a rot pot as quickly as possible, and while you're throwing, press the lock-on button, right? Unless you can do both things at the same time. But if you do one thing at the time, then throw the pot first. Should be able to hit him in mid-air. If it misses, that's why you have the second pot, and then I'm gonna do the mist and the other pots. Oh crap! Oh, I messed that one up. Now let's hope that, yeah, Taylor is doing his job. Something went wrong that time, but I guess it was the scuff up with the pots to start. Okay, run to a pillar straight away. probably have to roll at least... The nice thing is, the only thing that you waste on the first phase is the time. The time of your life. Which of course has a very deep meaning because it's in Varum Azula, in the place beyond time. Anyway, okay. First thing you do is run to one of the pillars. Always roll twice for his roll catch there. When he's stuck behind a pillar, cast the mist to either side, doesn't matter. If he moves, just cast it again, the mist will remove itself. The reason you cast mist in this phase and not dragon breath is because otherwise you increase his resistance to the rod for phase 2. And you don't want that. You want him to be instantly diseased by the first rod pot that you're gonna throw. It takes about 3 mist casts to get him down. Of course, you have to actually hit them instead of miss them and not accidentally. Okay. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, run to the pillar straight away. Roll for the first hit, roll and keep rolling until you're in a safe area. My controller is messing up. Then you cast a fully charged... Oop, wrong place. My controller, what the heck? Both the sticks were messed up. I think I've cleaned them now. Okay, step 1, run to one of the pillars. I prefer the one on the right side. You may get lucky and have to, and you won't have to dodge, you may have to dodge. Cast a fully charged Night Maiden's Mist on the right or the left side so that it falls on the other end. It will, if you fully charge it, it has a bigger range and it will more easily keep damaging him. You will only need 4 casts on average to get the job done. The reason you want to do this instead of the Dragon Rod for phase 1 is so that you don't increase his resistances for phase 2. That way your Rod Pot will instantly afflict Scarlet Rot on him in the second phase. I was having some trouble with that, using the Dragon Breath. Okay. Still not at halfway. You could also kind of judge it by how much mana you have left. If you attempting this more than once. Okay, the next cast is definitely gonna get him below 50, so I'm gonna drink this. Ooh. Drink the pot. Ah, it's too late. I messed up. I messed up. But that's okay, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Anyway. Guess I'm not. I guess I'm not gonna show you. Suppose, in terms of the timing, I should activate it before it goes past the lantern. Yeah, that's a good call. Okay, I run to one of the two pillars on the side and cast a fully charged 5 minutes mist. Right side or left side doesn't really matter. If it's fully charged, it'll have enough range to reach him once he gets stuck. There we go. It's not very dangerous at this point. You need about 4 casts to get him down to 50% HP. You want to do this method and not the Scarlet Rod method in phase 1, because otherwise it increases his resistance to the Scarlet Rod in phase 2. That makes it more difficult, because otherwise you could just do it with one pot. Now, it's giving me a little bit more trouble than I'm used to. And once the HP gets close to my lantern, I'm gonna drink the physic and summon this guy. Now the AI is going to be drawn to him, so I'm going to cast a mist and hit that direction. And then I'm going to get my pot ready. Perfect. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is throw the pot, then I'm going to lock on. This is because I can't do both and I need to do one first. Then I'm going to cast the spray mist, if it's possible, if he's still close. Okay, it missed, no matter. Okay, that matters. That sucks. I guess next time I'll wait for him to land and then I'll throw the warp pot. And I guess I'll save the commentary for later. I'll just dub it over. The smallest breath that touches it will trigger it. What garbage was that? I don't know what is messing up my pot throws. But let's try again. Should wait until his second swing. This will be our final attempt. So I have to farm again. Ugh. Also, you could use the bow to reset. I guess my advice is, if he does something different, then just don't bother wasting your pot. Just try again. One last attempt. One single pot. Absolute twat. I want to farm more. I'm done. I'll get back to this later. But you've seen how this is supposed to